Hey, so I'm going to take you through the first part here of getting your myCRMSIM iMessage set up. So you're going to need two things for this. You are going to need your iPhone, all right, I've got my iPhone here, and you're going to need a computer that is going to be running iMessage. Now, these two have to be in sync, and in order for the iMessage and Blue Bubbles to all be connected to your HighLevel system, you're going to need to have the computer with iMessage running as the gateway in order to let things go through. Okay, so this will have to actually be running all the time if you want to have automations and messages running all the time. We'll cover a little bit more of that in one of the next video tutorials where we install the gateway app, but effectively this is what you must have: the iPhone running and the iMessage running on a Mac machine. Okay, so you can see here, I've already got this one set up. So effectively all you need to do, and you may already have this done anyway, is have iMessage running on the machine and iMessage on your iPhone, and have them in sync. So if I send out a message off of the iPhone, it will sync over to here. If I send a message from iMessage, it will sync over here. So that's all done. It's pretty easy to set up. I'm just going to jump through on what you actually need to do here anyway. So let me just go back. There we go. Now on the phone, all you need to do is go into your settings and into your Apple account. So just sign in here. So if you go to sign in security, or it will prompt you to sign in once you go into your Apple account. Sign in with your Apple ID, okay? Email, password, phone number. Just sign in with that into here, and you're going to want to use this same Apple ID in iMessage on the phone, all right? So that will be coming up in a second, but you'll sign in with iMessage on the phone in the same thing. Now, once you've done this on the phone, one very important part that you must do is go to iCloud and then Messages, and you must enable Messages in iCloud. So this must be toggled on, okay? So you must turn that on the iPhone for this to sync through all the way properly, okay? So log in to your Apple ID on the iPhone, go into Messages in iCloud, turn on or toggle that on to use that on this iPhone, and then that's all you have to do on the iPhone. Now we'll just drop that out the way. Now on iMessage, so you will log in here with the same Apple ID as you used on the phone, and then just go to Messages and Settings. Now in here, it will probably drop you in here first of all. So if you haven't signed in, it will ask you to sign in. Then go into iMessage, all right? You must tick on Enable Messages in iCloud. So this Enable Messages in iCloud must be turned on in iMessage on the machine you're running iMessage on. The other thing that you'll normally find is quite often when you sign into a new account, both of these will be ticked quite often. Okay, so quite often it will be ticked and it will start new conversations from email address. So what you need to go and do in here, I would recommend, or strongly recommend, is that you untick the email address that's associated with your Apple ID, and you want to start new conversations from the phone number. You don't want to start conversations from the email address. That is going to look strange to people if they get get messages from the email address. So just go in there, enable Messages in iCloud, start new conversations from the phone number, and then that's you done in iMessage and the phone. Now, last thing, just make sure that this does work. So once you've done that, you want to make sure that these are all synced up properly. Just move my head out of the way a little bit. So we'll go here and we'll just send a quick test message. So always do this. Send a quick test message to another phone or another account or someone that you know, wife, loved one, spouse. Okay, that's just received. I've got a spare phone on the side here. So I'm just going to say received 7. Okay, now that's done. So now we know that the iPhone and iMessage is synced up. We can get on to the next step, which is going to be installing the gateway to integrate this into HighLevel.